Wow, what an eventful week it has been. So the last video I did, I was talking about hurricane preparedness, and I mentioned, hey, Irma is out at sea, and they're talking that perhaps it could be coming to Savannah. Next thing I know, we're evacuating. We've boarded up our windows, we've packed up the car, and we drove to West Virginia to go stay with my brother-in-law and his family. And thank goodness when we came home, nothing was done to our house. We had a few tree limbs in the yard, and that was the extent of any damage to our house. My mom and dad, who live very, very close to the water, had no flooding at their house. So we were all super, super grateful that we stressed out a whole lot and nothing in the end happened. And all of my friends that I know of that lived in Florida had no problems with their house. The most any of us have had to deal with was power outages. And one good friend said we had some damage to a fence. It was a real eyesore anyway, so she wasn't terribly upset about it. So we are so grateful that everything was okay. It had the potential to be so terribly awful when it looked like it was going to be a direct hit to Savannah. So, phew. So forgive me for missing my Monday video. This week's video is going to be extremely casual as a result. Let's talk a little bit about why do I need to have a home inspection done when I'm paying $400 for an appraisal. So if you're buying a house, these love bugs are still everywhere. I thought they would have flown away by now. If you're paying $400 for an appraisal, you're getting a loan on a house. You're not paying cash. You are borrowing money from bank ABC, and you've offered to pay $250,000 for your house. The bank will have an appraisal done. They want to make sure that it is worth what you've offered to pay. If the appraisal comes in quite a bit lower, they're not going to lend you $250,000 if it's only worth, say, $230,000 according to their appraiser. So we want to make sure, now the sun came out. We want to make sure that the house is worth what you have offered to pay for it. The home inspection is for you to be satisfied with the condition of the house that you're buying. Now, if the house is 5 years old, 10 years old, 30 years old, it's going to have stuff wrong with it. They're going to do a home inspection and put together a report that's 40 pages long, and they're going to tell you every single thing that they know about this property. Even if the house is brand new, there's still stuff that's going to be wrong with it. So the idea is to understand what it is that you're getting, find out which things are, okay, that's super easy, I can fix that myself at a later time, and which things are, you know what, this is a pretty major deal and it happened when you own the house, and therefore I think you should be the one to fix this or pay to have it fixed. So when you're doing your home inspections, you find out what things are a big deal for you that you want to have addressed by the seller, and you can either say, I'll fix it myself, I want you, the seller, to fix it prior to the closing. I want you to give us a credit. So put, $500 in an account, or give us extra money toward our closing costs so that we can pay to have this done. Or let's just drop the sales price. So instead of $250, maybe I want you to drop it to $248.5. So those are kind of your options when you're doing the home inspection. The two things really have nothing to do with each other. The home inspection is strictly for you, the buyer, so you are happy with what it is that you're getting, and nothing is a surprise. And the appraisal is simply for the lender to make sure that the money that they are loaning you is going to be a wise investment, and that they're not going to, immediately lose money as soon as they decide to take this on. So thank you so much for watching. As always, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Put a comment down below. I love to respond to all of my comments. And I promise that next week's video will be a little bit more than me frazzled sitting at the pool as the kids scream in the background. Thanks again for watching. See you next week.